A woman ruthlessly pushed her brand new car off a cliff while her 1.5-year-old son was still inside. The reason behind her seemingly insane act was that her child had accidentally triggered the smart car's security system while playing with a phone, locking all the doors and trapping her outside. Watching her baby cry inside the car, she suddenly remembered a road sign she passed earlier that mentioned an airport nearby. She crossed the barren desert and spotted a plane in the distance, but when she got closer, she realized it had long been abandoned. Inside, she found an empty water bucket. She rushed to a small stream, filled it with water, and hurried back as fast as she could. By the time she returned, her son had already passed out from the heat. Desperate and heartbroken, she poured the water over the roof of the car, hoping it would help cool the inside down. Knowing how smart the car was, she quickly lit a pile of dry wood and tried to fan the smoke into the car's air intake, thinking it might detect smoke and unlock. But instead, the car shut off its external circulation system completely. At this rate, her son could suffocate. She quickly put out the fire and grabbed a wrench, pounding on the car with everything she had. But as expected, the car was completely unharmed. When she finally stopped and looked inside again, she saw her child slumped forward with a red face, completely unresponsive. Just as she was about to break down, she noticed a small twitch in his finger. Overjoyed, she felt a rush of hope and energy flood back. But suddenly, a wild dog appeared out of nowhere and charged at her. She crawled under the car in fear, but the dog still managed to bite into her calf. Screaming in pain, she struggled several times before finally breaking free of the dog, then turned its attention to a wild deer that had been hit by the car. Seeing her chance, the woman used the wrench to shove the deer's body away, but without the deer underneath to hold it up, the car began rolling backward. She scrambled out from under the vehicle and tried to hold it back with her body, but she was too small and weak. No matter how hard she pushed, it was no use. The car was seconds away from tumbling off the cliff. At the last possible moment, one of the tires hit a rock and came to a stop. She breathed a sigh of relief, but when she looked back at her unconscious child inside, her heart clenched tight again. If she still couldn't get the door open, she might really lose him. She looked back at the cliff, and a sudden idea flashed in her mind. She decided to push the car off the edge, hoping the impact would break it open. As soon as the car went over, its smart system kicked in instantly, setting off alarms and activating the gyroscopic stabilization system to adjust its landing angle. With a deep thud, the car hit the ground. The woman climbed down the cliff with great effort and found the car miraculously intact. Just covered in dust, she fell apart all over again. After such a fall, who knew what condition her son was in? The car was so tough, not even a single crack had formed. How was she supposed to get him out? As she pounded on the door and cried, she suddenly realized the door was unlocked. She gently pulled the handle and the door opened. Overwhelmed with emotion, she quickly scooped up her child and carried him to a shaded spot to bring down his temperature.